Hey lovelies, I cannot believe it has been an entire month since I have actually come on here and talked to you guys. It has been such a month, but I'm so excited to be back. I will try my hardest never to leave you guys hanging this long again, but I am super excited to get back to it and give you guys some of my favorite releases that have come out this spring. Honestly, I've picked up more than 5, but baby, we would be waiting on Jesus to return if I went through everything I have purchased. Baby, my credit card, my bank account, my credit score, everything is probably looking at me like, girl, what is you doing? But anyway, let's get into today's video. As I said, my name is Lolo Alexis, and welcome back to the Sisters Chat Room, where I discuss everything from fashion, fitness, fragrance, faith, and everything that pertains to your femininity and lifestyle. So there is nothing really off limits, but primarily we discuss fragrance over here. So I wanted to get into my favorite releases for the spring that have sprung out this season, and I'm not going to waste too much of your time, so let's dive right in. First up is the beloved Ave Maria. Now, let me be honest, I know you guys have been seeing Ave Maria all over the place. TikTok, Instagram, I've seen people talk about it on Facebook. I've seen other creatives talk about it on YouTube. And baby, believe all of the hype, all right? This fragrance is so stunning. I wish that I could say that this was being puffed up, but it is not. This is one of the most beautiful, dewy, ethereal, raindrop essence, white floral fragrances that I have ever laid my nose on. And I dearly mean that. I've always liked the House of Beau. I started getting into them around Thanksgiving time frame when they had their big sale, and it's what started out as 2 or 3 fragrances have now turned into, I think, 6 or 7. And as you see, my bottle, baby, is almost empty. Now, part of this had to do with some of it coming out in my luggage, which baby broke my heart, but no worries. A backup bottle has already arrived to my house, and eventually this will be my first big bottle from the House of Beau. It's just that beautiful. So some key notes that are present in this particular fragrance are dewy gardenia, cashmere, which is what's giving that smooth, beautiful essence into this fragrance, sweet pear, neroli, merlot, which the merlot note is so exquisite, Napa leather, oak wood, and of course raindrops, because it definitely smells dewy. Now, oh wait, I missed one. Indonesian jasmine. Now, let me be clear. That pear is not super sweet. It's not a photorealistic sweet pear. One thing about the House of Beau is they keep their fragrances very clean, very gender fluid, very elevated. If you like the House of Barreto, then you're going to love the House of Beau. But particularly, if I could tell you a fragrance to start with, if you've never smelled anything from the house, I'm going to suggest Ave Maria. My old favorite was Lamar, baby, until Ave Maria came on the scene. It is also wedding season. I absolutely think Ave Maria is a wedding day fragrance. It is just that beautiful, just that stunning. I have layered her with sweet gourmands. I've layered her with other green, dewy, wet, grassy fragrances and beautiful rose fragrances. And she just plays so well with others, and you can just still smell her in the mix. I absolutely adore her. And then the cap is obviously gorgeous. Like all of the House of Beau fragrances, the caps are just exquisite. It makes you feel like you're buying something special for yourself. All right. Now let's get into another favorite that literally just released this week. It was said to come out April 1st, but baby, me being an MFK girly, I was stalking the site because I was like, I know they're going to drop this. They're going to sneak this on us and drop this early. And I could not have been more accurate. Maison Francis Kurkdjian dropped a new fragrance called Kurky. Okay. Let me talk about Kurky really quickly, because I think that this is not going to be a crowd-pleasing scent. Simply because if you are looking for the typical signature of the MFK house, those beast mode, very herbaceous, animalic, very loud sillage fragrances, this is not going to give you that. This is not a room filler. This is not even a loud gourmand. I really do feel, as I was reading some of the comments, because a lot of people are underwhelmed, and then you have a few that are just like in love with it. I'm a part of, I would say, the 10% of people who are starting to express that they're really in love with it, because I really think that they were expecting a louder gourmand, similar to Guerlain's Fève Gourmand. I believe that's what that one is called, Fève Gourmand, where if you smell that, it's deep chocolate, it's in your face, it's loud, like screams, hey, I'm in the room, I'm gourmand. Where Kurky does not do that. Kurky is a subtle, sweet, adult, translucent gummy bear pop of a fragrance, okay? If you don't like, as I like to call this genre, quiet luxury, then this is going to let you down. I love it because I don't even coin myself as a typical gourmand lover, though I'm starting to become one. I've realized that I enjoy elevated gourmands, like photorealistic with some edge. And I definitely feel that Kurky definitely gives us that. Now, key notes in this particular fragrance, there are going to be some peaches, some raspberry, like that tutti frutti essence of like gummy bears. There's vanilla and this musk base, okay? Did not read them verbatim right now, but if I remember correctly, those are like key fragrance notes in this. What I get from it, if you've ever smelled Roja's Elixir Parfumé, it is in that same wheelhouse with less powder, because this is not powdery. It has like a little hint, like little dollop of powder, because I believe what flower is in here, not iris, but whatever floral note is in Kurky gives a little bit of subtlety of powder, but you get a lot of vanilla, a lot of musk, and I love the translucent gummy bear essence that I get from this. It definitely gives me something reminiscent of childhood. I love gummy bears, specifically the Albanese gummy bears, and if you've ever smelled the Albanese gummy bear, then you're going to understand what I mean when you smell Kurky. It has like natural sweetness, like artificial, not extra sugar, just like that natural fruit juice sweetness, like peach. Like you've ever gone to Sonic's. Sonic's is a restaurant here, and you do their coolers over the summer. Just a light, juicy peach cooler with some just muddled down gummy bears and a lot of musk with dollops of signature vanilla. Signature classic vanilla. That is what I get from this. I have layered Kurky already, and I just love how it layers. I've layered it with melon scents. I've heard that it actually layers very well with Baccarat. I'm going to give it a try. I just think it's a beautiful addition to the house. I know some people were expecting something loud, but I think that I love the boldness that he took to give us something completely unexpected from MFK, because typically we would be looking for a loud fragrance. I don't think that there's anything soft in the house except A La Rose. And A La Rose to me is still not even that soft, because it is a very photorealistic in your face rose. Yes, does it dry down soft and feminine? Of course, but it comes out the bottle hot, okay? This is going to give you more of a scent bubble. If you like Commodities personal collection, think of that when you think of Kurky, but the longevity is amazing. Some people have complained about it, but I also say that give your bottle a week or two. I've had this now for almost a week, and I haven't had any performance issues, but I guarantee it's getting stronger as the days go by. Like, it hasn't dissipated off my skin quickly. I can still smell wafts of it. I've worn it to bed. Baby, I'm in love with Kurky. So I don't have any complaints. I'm very excited, and I will be wearing this all spring and summer. Guys, I absolutely will. Next on my list has got to be one of my favorite scents and one of my favorite designer collections that have been released in the last year. This is Donna Karan's Cashmere and Vanilla Essence. Y'all, I thought Cashmere and Palo Santo was going to be my favorite, but no ma'am. It is literally Cashmere and Vanilla Essence. The keynote that just really stands out is the apple and the way that it just envelops into this vanilla and cashmere. And it is so beautiful. Like, I gotta spray some on. As you can tell by the dent, I have been wearing this literally since I got it. I already know I'm going to need a backup bottle because this is so good. If you were looking for one from their Cashmere collection that is literally spring and summer, it is the Cashmere Vanilla Essence. Now, don't get me wrong. I absolutely think all of them can be worn all year long, if I'm very honest. But this one is the brightest for spring and summer. This one has that juicy fruit note. It's light, it's crisp, it's airy, it's feminine, it's sweet. I absolutely adore it. I've layered this with vanilla powder. I've layered this with Palo Santo. I actually recently layered it with Kurky. It is absolutely amazing. The performance is great. Now, again, I have read complaints about people expecting more of a big vanilla punch, but I feel as if you have any others from this line, then you know that these are supposed to be more more elevated, not literal, very soft, performing well, but these are not meant to just like shake out a room. Okay, they're definitely more of a projected scent and a scent bubble. This is supposed to make you feel clean, crisp, feminine, and gorgeous. And that's what this fragrance does for me. I have absolutely zero complaint with this. So I'll be getting a backup bottle. This is my 4th bottle from that line. Honestly, I'm going to do a separate video to discuss all of them. Okay, great depth, just to give you guys the nuanced differences between each offering, because they're great. The only one that I did not really take towards is the neroli, the cashmere and neroli. But I'm not a huge neroli girl. It has to be done very well, which it's done extremely well in Ave Maria. But if it's too loud, I probably won't like the fragrance. But this one, 10 out of 10. Okay, next on my list are 2, all right? One is not new and one is very new. I keep pushing up these glasses, y'all, because I'm losing weight. And baby, they keep falling off my face. But bear with your girl, okay? These 2, I put a short on my page to talk about these. And y'all, I love them, okay? Smell very similar, but they're still very different. This one is Ma Magnifica from Bulgari. And this is Kayali's new release, Floral Majesty Rose Royale. Let me tell you how excited I am that Kayali finally gave us a true rose. Don't get me wrong. She released like a rose oud, and I know Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper has rose essence to it, but this is a true rose to me. This is like a true rose girl's dream. It's got juicy pear, it's got sweet peach, it's got rose royale, it's got Kayali's signature accord, violet wood, and purple musk, and pink peonies. Now, one thing that I love is when roses and peonies are playing together in a fragrance. It's something so sweet and beautifully feminine about those 2 notes in the same fragrance. The other thing that I love is the violet woods, because typically when people put notes of violet or lavender, it can lean a little masculine or a little too powdery. I will say, while this dries down powdery, it's not baby powder. Otherwise, I would not be able to do it. And I think the reason why is because she added purple musk, because that musk and powder balance each other out, so where it keeps it from getting way too powdery. Now, another note that is not listed that is ambroxan. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If you are sensitive to ambroxan, I'm sorry, it's here. But it helps with the longevity, and I will say this performs well. I was able to smell this literally after 7-8 hours, and for a Kayali fragrance, that's absolutely incredible, because let's be clear, many people consider Kayali to not last, even though they smell amazing. People have complained that like 2 to 3 hours, they can no longer smell the scent. Now, I personally have never had that full issue. I will say that mine have lasted around 5 hours, but I will say that Floral Majesty Rose Royale lasts the longest, okay? Comes out very juicy and very delicious, but that rose literally transforms immediately. Like that juicy top note fades away in about 10 minutes. And this literally is a gorgeous rose, powdery, lightly musked fragrance. Now, going to my baby Ma Magnifica, let me tell you guys, I am obsessed. I already ordered the big bottle of it because I know I'm going to run through this by the end of spring. Very similar. This has notes of fruity accord. This is rose, and this has musk and amber woods. The difference is this dries down very ambery, very woody, very less of a powdered finish to Floral Majesty, but the rose is so creamy and beautiful, and the subtle sweetness of Ma Magnifica just makes it super amazing. Now, I'm not here to say that this copied this, but the bottles are like identical. I'm not mad because they're gorgeous. What woman would not want bottles that look like this on their perfume stand? I don't know. Absolutely stunning. I do plan to buy a backup bottle of Floral Majesty because I already know I'm going to go through it. And these layer beautifully together. So that's another thing. I think that Floral Majesty is so layerable with so many different combinations, especially vanillas, especially other rose fragrances, especially other fruity fragrances that just need a little elevation with a rose floral note. Gorgeous. This one I don't layer with as much because I just like the way it smells as is. And I love to just smell all like this. If I could bathe in this fragrance, I would. I repeat, if I could bathe in it, I would. It's like the perfect girl feminine rose. And honestly, I've smelled so many of the Allegra lines, Allegra bonbons, excuse me. Don't be surprised if I have all of them by the end of summer. This is a beautiful collection that I'm so sad that a lot of us weren't privy to. Like we were, but maybe we weren't because I have not seen a lot of people talk about all of them. But baby, if I got to be the first person to put people back on, I shall. Next is, all right, this is Born in Roma Extra Dose. Now, of designer flankers, I must say I do enjoy the Valentinos. I know some people feel like the Valentinos don't work for them, but I found 3 that I actually enjoy. And of the 3, this has got to be the best release that they've done, hands down. It's got black currants. It's got vanilla. It's got rum. That rum, whatever rum accord they used in this one with the vanilla note is so exquisite. This is so good. And it lasts so long, guys. Like almost on eternal. I really got in their big one to create this fragrance. And I am not unhappy about it. I have literally worn this at least every other day since it arrived at my doorstep. Oh my gosh. And it's so beautiful. And it's so loud, actually. To me, this is probably the loudest of the Valentinos. This is the one that's going to give you sillage, projection, and longevity. This is 10-10 across the board. And in fact, a friend put me on to layering these 2 together, and y'all, absolutely stunning together. But when I tell you I'm obsessed with it, I'm literally obsessed with this fragrance, okay? I can't express it enough. And I know I said I was only doing 5, but I'm going to give you guys 1 bonus. So it's actually 6 this time. I'm going to give you guys a bonus. And that is Clementine Dream. This has got to be one of my favorite citrus fragrances simply because it is so easy and light to wear. It is just so photorealistic. The clementine is just like in your face. It reminds me of a mimosa, okay? Extra orange juice. Like you come and you like, oh, just do a little drop of champagne when you're trying to behave. That's what this gives because the clementine is sweet without being overly sweet. Like got some sparkle to it. And then as that fades away, the ambery vanilla dry down is so beautiful. Like absolutely love it. My clothes, this lasts about 7 to 8 hours on skin. It was around 5, which to me is not bad at all considering the price point for this fragrance. But it smells so good, guys, and it layers so well. I actually paired this with Kurky to just bring some of that like juicy, like citrus note to this gummy bear essence, and it was incredible. And at the end of the day, I feel like after this faded off, it still gave like citrus remnant to Kurky, which by the way, I didn't even give longevity, but this lasted on me about 10 to 11 hours. So baby, it was worth the swipe for me. But yes, guys, absolutely love the 7 Virtues. This is my 3rd fragrance from this house. And I have to say that I am absolutely not disappointed because every time I shop with the 7 Virtues, I'm thoroughly pleased because they really do a good job of creating crowd-pleasing fragrances that men and women want to wear. Like, I feel like this can actually be a little unisex because after that clementine note fades, it just gives a very beautiful ambery wood fragrance with a remnant of citrus. And so I'm absolutely enjoying this. I probably will go through this bottle before summer hits, and I'll probably need a backup bottle. So anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in, and stay tuned to next time because I do have some more spring releases to show you. I'm waiting on one that's coming from overseas. Yes. And I also know that I have some Middle Eastern fragrances I want to share with you guys that I'm over the moon about as well. So make sure you click the subscribe button, share this video with a friend, and tune in for when my next video drops. Turn on your alerts, and I will see you guys next time. Take me.